You know I will do anything for a really good deck that has some fighting types in it, and I think we have the answer for you today. Hey, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be looking at Antoine Lane's, I think it was like top 40 or top 46 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, so I apologize. But Antoine did really well at Worlds with this deck, and I want to showcase it with a few edits just based on that, what I personally like. But overall, this is Antoine's deck, so congratulations to them for doing so well at Worlds and kind of bringing this deck to us. It's not very different from what won Worlds. It's, they're both going to use some really similar strategies, just how you get there might be a little bit different. But yeah, with that said, well, if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the like button, leave. If I do that one more time, subscribe, like, comment, and those things tell YouTube this is a good channel and other people should watch it. So with all that said, let's head over to PTCGO where we can take a look at Antoine's deck list. And by the way, I put a link to Antoine's Twitter and in the video description, because not only is a really good player, but does super fast translations for the newest cards that are revealed in Japan. So if you want to know or stay up to date with the latest Pokemon cards, there's no better person to follow. Now, let's head over to PTCGO and we'll take a look at this. The deck is very similar to most, the three, I guess, of the top 4 decks at Worlds, where we have Arceus, Flying Pikachu, and a fighting type. And now in this case, we are using Lucario V STAR as our fighting type attacker. And it works on a couple of levels. The first one is that if you are playing something that is not psychic, you can hit super hard with Fighting Knuckle. Fighting Knuckle is going to do 240 to a Pokemon V, which means that you're going to be knocking out pretty much any V in the game. And even if you have a double turbo energy attached, you're still hitting 220, which is enough to knock out Palkias, Dialgas, Arceus, things like that. So Fighting Knuckle is a really good attack, and Aura Star can be a really sneaky attack as well as our V-Star power. You're probably not going to use it that much, but I personally have used Aura Star to knock out Duraludon VMAXs in the past, because they have just like an Arceus on the bench, and they power up a Duraludon, and then it's like, okay, you got 6 energies in play, I'm going to hit you for a lot of damage, and you just boss up the Duraludon and knock it out. It's a lot of fun. It does have a retreat cost of 2. You are weak to Psychic, so of course you would not want to play this if you're going against Mew. When you're going against Mew, you probably want to stick to the Arceus. Interestingly enough, this is not Lucario is not the only fighting type we have. We also have Decidueye V. Now we have it for a very specific reason. Miltank. Miltank's kind of a problem, so we need to be able to knock out Miltanks with our something, and we have the Decidueye V for that reason. Some of the decks that won Worlds use Decidueye V and V STAR, and they have a little bit of a thicker line of the Decidueye V and V STAR. They don't have the Lucarios, and they usually have like an extra Flying Pikachu or something. So a little bit different, but I don't think you need that many Decidueyes. Yeah, it can be problematic if you're playing Miltank and you prize your Decidueye. You're like, well, I don't have a Hisuian Heavy Ball, so could be something you want to consider. But really, Miltank's not that common, so it's not something that I'm particularly worried about. We are really looking to use Arceus a lot. In almost every single game, Arceus Trinity Charge on the V and Trinity Nova on the V STAR is just too powerful to pass up, in my opinion. For 3 colorless energies, we can do 200 damage, 180 with a choice belt that still knocks out. That's still 2 shots, everything. We can look for 3 basic energies attaching to our Pokemon V however we want, which means we can power up a Decidueye, a Lucario, a Flying Pikachu, another Arceus. Whatever we need to do, we can just kind of make it happen. And of course, we do have Bibarel Industrious and Sizes drawn to 5 cards in hand. Fantastic ability, and it really does save you sometimes. Galarian Zigzagoon, you just slap this down, put 10 damage on something, and then, maybe you have Arceus V STAR. You have does 210 with choice with double turbo energies. Put a choice button on, now you're hitting 210. But oh wait, Palkia V has 220 health. Well, we can ping it for 10 with Zigzagoon and get the KO, because yes, we are running choice belt. Same thing with Lucario. Lucario V-Star hits native 240 without double turbo energy. Choice belt brings it to 270. You want to get the one shot on a Palkia or Dialga? Zigzagoon is the answer. And then we do have Flying Pikachu. Now, I don't like to say this. Flying Pikachu, not that bad. It's not great. It's not that bad. Fairy Tree is really, really nice. 190 health kind of is weak, and you are weak in the mirror match. So if you're going to go against another Arceus Flying Pikachu deck, you are weak to lightning. So this Fly would one-shot you. Max Balloon will one-shot you. So be careful. Fly is... it's not good, but it can win you games. Because 1 for 3 colorless energies, it hits for 120. So you get a choice belt on this, you got 150, you're one-shotting Palkia V-Star. That's 1. 2, when you use Fly, you can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon and effects from attacks done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. Here's the catch. You gotta flip heads. If you flip tails when you use Fly, the attack does nothing, not even damage. So, kind of stinks. I have had just the other day, I was at locals and I was playing this, and my friend was helping me test against Palkia, and it came down to, can I nail this Fly to knock out this Palkia V-Star? If I do, I'm going to win the game. If I don't, I lose the game. And I didn't. So that's unfortunate, but we don't really want to rely on Fly. We want to use Max Balloon for lightning double colorless. Hits 160, so we're guaranteed to get the one-shot on a Palkia V-Star, even without a choice belt, and during our next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from all basic Pokemon. Now, that's really, really solid, because that means if your opponent is playing something like Crabominable, or they want to try to hit you, soften you up with a Greninja, they're not able to. So, really, really interesting. It also is really difficult for things like Regis and Lunatone Solrock to deal with Flying Pikachu, especially if you have 2 of them, because they will never one-shot you. I shouldn't say never. I don't think they will ever one-shot you, but, you know, just being able to not take damage from a base Pokemon is really, really solid. Our last Pokemon is Pumpkaboo, and honestly, just so that if our opponent comes out and hits us with the path turn 1, something like that, and we can't Starburst on our turn, we really need to get rid of it so we can Starburst. So we go ahead and play the Pumpkaboo. Not a big deal. Some of the changes I made from Twan's list is I included an Ordinary Rod. I dropped 1 Path to the Peak, and I switched around the energy counts. There was 4 fighting and 3 lightning, and I switched it to be 3 fighting and 4 lightning. Mostly because you're probably going to use Pikachu a little bit more than Lucario because of the popularity of Palkia. I don't think we need 4 Path to the Peaks. Other Arceus decks are playing Path. Other Flying Pikachu decks are playing Path. Ice Rider plays Path. There's just a lot of things that play Path. And I do have a switch in here. Got an Air Balloon, so we have some mobility. We have a bunch of Pokemon Search, Quick Balls, and Ultra Balls. Those are fine to have a 4/4 count because we do want to discard a lot of cards from our hand so that we can fill it back up with Bibarel. A bunch of Boss's Orders, Marnies, so that we can try to really disrupt with Marnie Path. We got some Research, Raihan, and then some Choice Belts so that we can do that extra damage that we need. 4 double turbo energies. We really want to make sure that we are able to attack. Every Pokemon here can attack for a basic energy and a double turbo. So that's Decidueye, Pikachu, Lucario, Arceus. They can all attack for attach, like Raihan, attach DTE. So I really like having 4 double turbo energies. You could cut 1 for like a Pal Pad. That is not a bad inclusion whatsoever, and something that I think might be kind of needed for a deck like this. But ultimately, that's the deck. Now, I played this, I was live streaming, and we were playing this on live stream, so we're going to show some of the games from the live stream, and yeah, that's gonna, well, you know, I'm gonna do an ending, I guess, later, but enjoyed the games. We did win the coin flip, so we absolutely want to be going first. It's an Arceus deck. You always want to go first with Arceus. Okay. If we can top deck a Quick Ball and Arceus, this actually won't be that bad. I will be okay if we can get an Arceus or a Quick Ball, or honestly, even a Flying Pikachu, because we can at least set up a Flying Pikachu to attack. You're vibing right now. How we doing? I will be better if we got a Quick Ball. We get an Ultra Ball. Okay, that's... We're playing Palkia. Alright. This is not great. Do I go for the Arceus? Because I don't have a... I can't choice belt Zigzagoon because the Zigzagoon is in play. I can go for the Pika. That's so tough. If I don't go for the Pika now, they're going to be able to boss KO it later. Let's see. I have both Pikas. I have all my Arceus. I prized a Quick Ball and I prized an Ultra Ball. What are the odds? I prized a Research. We're good on energies. I prized one double turbo. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the best answer here is. I can try and go Pika and throw Path of the Peak down. But it doesn't really set up anything for the future. At least Arceus can do something. So, but I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. And we're doing our thing. I want to try to stop. There's an argument for not playing the path. There's an argument for save the path for the next turn when they would want a Star Portal. But I want to stop them from getting Radiant Greninja going, so that this way maybe they don't. I don't even have a Flying Pikachu VMAX. Oh my goodness. Maybe Arceus was the better choice. I gotta really hope I top deck like a Researchers, Marnie or something. This is they like whiff everything. We get a Pumpkaboo. That doesn't help me at all. But maybe I can hit the fly? Oh no! No, the fly doing me dirty. Oh, come on, man. Now my opponent's going to be able to get whatever they need. Probably an Irida. They get a Capacious Bucket and an Ultra Ball. Discard 2 water energies, and now they can, make things happen. They can hit me with Subspace Swell. Won't knock me out, but, man, not hitting fly. What a 50-50 chance. That's so unfortunate. Who would have guessed that my opponent would have not done anything on their previous turn? Obviously, Arceus would have been better, but if I was able to do some damage there, would have been in a great spot. They would have had nothing to do, really. We would have taken 2 prizes, maybe filled out some cards in our hand. We know we prized the Research, so there's a 1 in 3 there's a 1 in 6 chance we get a Research. There's the Irida, like I predicted. It's really the only option. So, Capacious Bucket V-Star is my guess. Or Ultra Ball V-Star. They can't Star Portal, though, because of the path. So that's nice. So because they because they played Irida, they're not going to be able to, unless they can bump the stadium, they can't Star Portal, and I guess technically they can Quick Ball for a Pumpkaboo. That would be tragic if they run Pumpkaboo. I don't know any Palkia that plays the Pumpkin, but they might. So no, just another Sobble. Okay, so we're okay for now. But we do no longer one-shot. We need to top deck like an Ultra Ball or, what's it called? The VMAX or a Choice Belt. Any one of those. The Choice Belt is the least consistent because even with the Choice Belt, we still have to rely on flipping heads on fly. Though mathematically, you would think this next one, we would do it. We get the Research. Yes! What a top deck! And there's the... There it is. Oh man, that's so nice. We could throw this on there too for good measure. Max Balloon for the KO. Getting 2 prizes. There's a boss. And they just... Oh, nice. With the worst start. I mean, that was not ideal, but we still managed to pull it off. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. That path really, really hurt. Another Zigzagoon. I have 1 in the deck. I have 1 in the deck. Why am I always starting it? Louis the 13th was called the Sun King. I don't know why it's the Louis the 8th. And we just have to pass. This is so stupid. And what always? Why am I all... We're playing Dialga. They have 2. Come on! They have 2! And I can't even get 1? I can't get 1 Pokemon and they get 2 battle VIP passes without even having to Mysterious Tail. They just raw draw. They can just raw dog 2 battle VIP passes. And I can't get a single damn basic that's not Zigzagoon. How is that right? Get rid of the boss. God. We'll dump the lightning energy so we have a target for Raihan next turn. And unfortunately, we can find our 1 Zigzagoon, but we can't find one of our Air Balloons or switches. So, cool. This is my favorite day. I love this game. So much fun. It's like so good. So, I'm counting on this Zigzagoon getting KO'd. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen. So I need to be able to have a Raihan target is really what I'm going to look to do. But they're going to be so ahead on getting these energies and stuff that they're probably just going to be able to Star Chronos, Boss, Metal Blast, and then it's just going to be a thing. So hopefully they don't get too many energies in play. You can Tool Jammer. Alright, so now I have to draw a switch. The Air Balloon will not help. Oh, okay. They'll do it for me. Okay. Okay. Boy. So good. I love this. I love it so much. Man. And we're gonna Starburst for a Lucario V Star. And Choice Belt won't help here because of the Tool Jammer. Path to the Peak. Maybe I can stop them from using Intrepid Sword, but I can stop them from using Radiant Greninja too, though. So maybe I'll do that. See, I had the Marnie for next turn, otherwise I really would have considered a Bidoof. Now we are just going to Trinity Nova this thing. And power up our Lucario. Again, want to leave some fighting energies in the deck for future Trinity Novas or, you know, whatever I gotta do. So, they can Star Chronos here. They won't KO us. They'll take another turn. They'll have to Metal Blast, and then I can counter KO, so that's fun. But they can Metal Blast, and if they Metal Blast, they don't Star Chronos. So, and then I KO either way. They just draw a couple of cards here. They're really going to be looking. They got to get some energies in that discard. I don't think they have. They have none. Another trekking shoes. Why not? And they, yeah, yes, finally, they don't have it. We were able to salvage what might have been one of the worst starts, but it's not the first time today we've had a start like that, so, you know. Yeah, I want to go first. Cool. Can we get Arceus Energy? We get Pikachu Quick Ball, Double Turbo. That's not bad, because Pikachu has free retreat. So that's okay. That's not that bad. I mean, if I had to guess what deck we're playing against with the Mew coin and the Mew deck box and the Mew sleeves, I would put my money on Mew, but, you know, that's just me. We do have the Bidoof too, but the Pikachu has free retreat, so we're going to go with that. And we can Quick Ball for the Arceus, which is, for the first time today, something that we can do turn 1, so that's nice. Waiting for our opponent to decide if they're done. Okay, well, that's the only Pokemon I'm going to put on the bench for now. Yeah, they are playing Mew. Okay. I'm okay getting rid of this lightning energy for now. We'll get the Arceus. We'll go DTE. And we're going to pass. If they knock out the Pikachu, they knock out the Pikachu. They can very easily Meloetta and go, you know, hit Melodious Echo 210, knock this thing out. It's very, very possible. But it gives me an option to Raihan if I want. And, yeah, they get rid of a DT and an escape rope. There's the Meloetta. Surprise, surprise. They're going to want to try to use it this turn. They have the Elisa Spark. Oh, my goodness. So they're going to go on to the Mew and the Meloetta, of course. Now they just have to find one more Fusion Strike energy off of these Genesects in order to hit with Melodious Echo and do, well, in order to hit with Melodious Echo at all. So they have to find the Fusion Strike energy. Do they get it? No, but they find a Battle VIP Pass, which is honestly just as good for them because then they can get another Genesect. Yeah, of course. And they still have another Genesect to use, so the odds of them hitting one of their Fusion Strike energies is pretty high. They're going to try to Pokemon Catcher this Arceus. Do they hit the heads? No, thank God. They're going to look for it with the Rotom Phone, see if they can find it, put it to the top of the deck, and now they do have one last Fusion Strike system in order to draw it. They don't have it, though. I mean, maybe they have. No, they can't. If they retreated into the Genesect, they ain't got it like that. And now, just kind of waiting for the pass. So we'll see. Do they pass? Seems like the only option for them. And there it is. We get the Lucario V-Star, so we're obviously going to go into the Arceus here, and we're going to Starburst. But first we're going to get a Path to the Peak. And an Energy, probably? Because we can power up this Pikachu, and then I can boss the Meloetta, or I can boss the Mew with Energy. Which one scares me more? Meloetta can hit really high damage and it can copy Mew, but yeah, alright, we'll do that. We're going to take the Meloetta. despite me not wanting to, I think it's okay because then I can go down to 2 prizes remaining after knocking out a VMAX, and then just knock out this with the Max Balloon and Choice Belt, something like that. So we'll take out the Meloetta. And we'll go here. Tandem joining the chat. Tandem TCG live in the house. How you doing? What's going on, Tandem? Are you enjoying your role as mod for the Shuffle Squad Discord? Ooh, redeeming a Would You Rather. I ask you one, so you want me to give you a Would You Rather question. Okay, I got one. They're going to try a Pokemon Catcher. They do hit heads this time. That's not good, because now they can Techno Blast this thing. Yes. Yeah. I got it. These are not very good. None of these are very good. Alright. Would you rather be insulted by Gordon Ramsay for 10 seconds or receive unlimited text messages from Donald Trump for 10 days? If the answer is not be insulted by Gordon Ramsay for 10 seconds, I don't know what you're doing. Like that's the only logical answer. So we unfortunately have to deal with, they're able to knock the path out immediately with Jubilife Village. There's a chance we find another one. No, we don't. We get a research. Marnie would have been lovely, but we can Ultra Ball for a Bidoof. That's fine. Let's go ahead. We kind of want these energies. We'll get rid of you, and we need another Pokemon though. Is kind of the problem. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay, right? It has to be Gordon Ramsay. I think we get another Arceus? That sounds fine. And we can attach. We can Choice Belt this one. Doesn't really matter, because if I power up this one, it hits for 200, which is enough to knock out a Genesect anyway. And we'll just Trinity Nova for the 210. Oh, well, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for taking the time to stop in. And now we just kind of sit here and hope that they can't. I mean, they definitely will be able. Look at the size of their hand. They got 8 cards in their hand, plus the ability to Genesect. There's no way they don't hit me for 210. Now it's 240. So, I don't like where this is going. Please, don't hit this heads. I can't afford for you to hit this heads. Thank you. Is that your new thing? Tandem out? I don't know how I feel about that. So they'll be able to Genesect for 2. They're only hitting 240. They're going to Silene as their supporter. And they hit only 1 heads. But it can be another Fusion Strike energy. Okay. Interesting choice. I thought it might have been a power tablet or something. But then again, they do have to get into a retreat switch situation here. Retreat escape rope. If they escape rope, I will 100% give that Bidoof most likely. Do they have another power tablet though? That could be really... Oh, of course they do. Of course they have it. They still can't attack though. They still have to retreat switch. And now they can because reasons. Because they're able to flip heads. They just get a switch or an escape rope. Yep, there's the switch into the other Mew, and then they get free retreat. And there's another power tablet. Is that all of them? I don't think they needed all of them. Oh, but they want... Yeah, they definitely didn't need all of them. So, this is, like, pretty bad. I can't even do anything. I should have Jubilife. That was dumb. I forgot that was a thing. Draw until I have 5 cards in their hand. Get rid of this Ultra Ball. Man, yeah. Now I have to hope that they just can't do anything and are just stuck. You know, they use their switch, their escape rope, and that they're just, this Genesect is just stuck here. Should have Jubilife, though. I don't know why I didn't. I forgot it was a card, honestly. So. They get rid of it, though, for the Rose Tower, which is also okay for me. Especially if I draw, like, a Quick Ball. They're going to be able to Genesect for 2, though. Try to find that switch. Escape Rope would be deadly. Just thinning out the deck even more. It's more. That was not all 4 power tablets. That's insane. Eventually, there's going to come a point where they're not able to thin anymore. Of course they find it. And they get the boss. Oh, God. So there you go. Arceus, Flying Pikachu, Lucario. I hope you enjoyed. Found this a little informative. If you did, subscribe, like, comment. Check me out on Twitch. All the links in the video description. And again, congratulations to Antoine for doing so well with this deck. And, you know, like I said, I made my little edits, but I did put a link to Twan's Twitter in the video description. So please go check that out as well. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.